What's up, everyone? Welcome to the meetup presented by Diadora. Performance first, crafted and tested at their Italy HQ. Diadora is built for speed and the choice of Marco Langen and Simeon Birnbaum. What's up, everyone? My name is Nia Gibson, and join with me today is DeVontae Ford and Olu Olamigoke. How are we doing today, guys?
I'm living good, feeling good, you know. How about yourself, Olu?
Feeling good, feeling great. Feeling
that's
great,
what I
feeling
like to
good.
hear.
How
That's
are
what I
you?
like to hear. Feeling good, looking good. Thanks for joining me today.
Yeah.
I think, you know, as per usual, this season has been, we call it an off season, an off year, whatever, but it hasn't been off at all. It's been on, boom, 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 boom. This week will be no different. The London Diamond League is taking place, and this is one of the ones where every year, whether it's World Championships, Olympic Championships, off years, it is one of the premier Diamond Leagues, and it's finally here. So you ready to get into it?
I'm always ready.
All
Let's
right.
do it.
The highlight of the event and the long-awaited time is now here, the men's mile and Josh Kerr's world record attempt. He was very vocal and very out there about this is the year that he wants to do it. And honestly speaking, guys, the conditions couldn't be any better. The weather's going to be great. He's in front of a home crowd. He's been training for this moment to peak at this moment. So what can possibly stop him? Before you guys answer that, it could be some of the people entered, such as Yared Nuguse, who was kind of a late entry and somebody who can spoil the moment for Josh Kerr. We all know, listen, Yared, he is a 1,500-meter bronze medalist. He is a multiple-time Melrose Mile champion. Like, he knows how to run this race. And he's also number 4 all-time on the mile list when we talk about this.
By the way.
Pardon?
Ahead of Josh.
Ahead of Josh, ahead of Josh. Josh is number 6. So that's something to obviously keep in mind. The world record is 3:43.13, set back in 1999. Yared's personal best is 3:43.97, and Josh's personal best is 3:45.34.
Yeah.
For starters, I think that Yared being in that race makes it a lot more likely that the world record could go down. But that's a hard event to have, just like, hey, we're going to break it today. You know, it's one of those races where it's like you have to go out there and be prepared for pain. You have to take a risk, a big risk. And you can't, I feel like it's hard to prepare for that and be ready for that. But if it's going to happen with fast people in the race, people like Yared. Because, for example, the 400 hurdles a few years ago, Tokyo, you had fast people who, multiple people were capable of breaking the world record. And so if Josh is in that shape, Yared is obviously going to be in that shape as well. And you have a fast field overall, then there's a chance it could go down. Now, will it go down by Josh is the better question.
Yeah, there are a lot of other people in that race too. I mean, maybe not all of them necessarily ones we would say on quote-unquote world record or watch, but I mean, just competitors are in this race. You got Parker Wolf, who's not going to just take things lying down. You have Simeon Birnbaum. You have a slew of other people who aren't even American athletes who are not going to just say, okay, yeah, Josh Kerr is running in front of his home crowd. Let me just let him have it. So, and then obviously, like we just said, Yared Nuguse. And Yared Nuguse is, look at performances aside, Yared has been racing with that dog in him again this season. He's been diving at the line. He's been having Diamond League wins, Diamond League runner-ups that could have been wins multiple times. Like, I don't think Yared's going to go to London and see Josh Kerr, who obviously, I mean, just like we're talking about like big 3s and 4s, he's been right with Josh neck and neck all these past few years. I don't think it's going to be a situation where it's just lying down. I kind of am with you. I wouldn't be surprised. I personally don't think the world record is going down this weekend. And I wouldn't be surprised if it does go down to your point that it's not Josh. And this is not hate, this is not shade. I just feel like there's too much talent in the field to, you know, and too much hype that's been made around Josh, where other people are like, all right, y'all keep the cameras on him so I can just focus on my race and do it. I think Yared might be that guy that, if anybody was to do it, might be him.
Oh, for sure. For sure. I think Yared can win. I think Yared can break the record if it's up to him. But I think the difference with this race is that Josh planned for this. He trained for this. He peaked for this. And his team was behind him with everything's intentional, from the kit that he's wearing down to the shoes that he'll also be wearing. They were training for this moment. They were running 800s to build up his turnover so that he'd be able to kick if it came down to that. They were also building up, like during indoor season, just him doing a bit over distance. We've known Josh to have range across multiple distances, whether it's mid or long. And typically, he's peaking for a world championships or Olympic championship, and more often than not, he does show up. He will leave with some sort of hardware. And with it just being this intentional, and again, the conditions, the time of year, all of the things, I wouldn't be surprised if it went down. But the reason I'm torn is because of what you guys said, the field, who's in it. Because Yared, we've seen a very different version of him after not making that Tokyo World Championships team.
Yeah.
And you can see him running with a different type of grit. And you see like maybe that hunger that you was maybe lacking last year. So I don't know. We'll see. Obviously, though, also in that field, aside from Yared, is Simeon Birnbaum, Nathan Green, Josh Kerr, Hobbs Kessler, Yared Nuguse, Ethan Strand. So all of whom could definitely challenge them, make a move. And
Hobbs Kessler is no slouch, man.
Of course not.
Like, I mean, questioning fitness is one thing, but Hobbs Kessler is no slouch. But I will say, as we leave that part alone, is one thing I appreciate about Josh Kerr, he's not the type of guy who makes excuses. He leaves it on the line. Win, lose, or draw, he takes it like, yo, I went out there and I did it, great, good for me. Or I went out there, I did it, I didn't do it, and I'm gonna line up and keep trying. Like, as a competitor, I just appreciate Josh for even putting it all out there, knowing he might not make it, or knowing he may make it. But he's the type of the guy that's gonna take it however the chips fall.
The attempt is it's very brave. The attempt is very brave.
Well, to announce the attempt is very brave.
To announce the attempt is very brave.
Yeah.
Well, we will see. All right. We all know, guys, a number to go for, 3:43:1. So keep your eyes on the clock. Keep your eyes on the clock. Let's move on. Men's 110 hurdles. This is a field. This is a field. Yes, Jacoby Tharp is in it, but kind of the man of the year on the pro circuit has been Jamal Britt. It has been Jamal Britt. Also in the field is Orlando Bennett, Trey Cunningham, like I said, Jacoby Tharp, and then reigning world champion Cordell Tinge.
Yeah. I want to let you take it away because you're the hurdler, but I want to also I'm going to stamp it. I've been saying Jamal Britt from the beginning. This man ran 13:07 4 times straight. Like, yeah, I've been saying Jamal Britt. You get your second in a bit, DeVontae. But like, I've been saying this for a while. Jamal Britt's been ready to have a breakout season. He's got more in him, if you ask me. I don't know if it's going to come out this weekend or before World Ultimates, but Jamal Britt's been doing that.
I fully agree with what you're saying, brother. I gave you that look because I hate when people make a better take than me and age as well. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I respect it, but I'm a hater a little bit in the heart. But no, Jamal Britt's been on fire. 12:85. Listen, before obviously the NCAA season, that would have been 0.05 off of the world record. I don't think he has much left in him. All right, right now I think he's probably gonna go maybe 82. That 85 might be the peak for the season.
Oh, 82.
Because listen, that 85 is crazy. You said 86? Yeah. Oh, I'm not saying this weekend. No,
I'm saying like that's what he ran.
Listen, this race, 86, okay. Yeah. But this weekend, this race, listen, this is going to be crazy because Cordell, Jacoby, Jamal, all three of them hate losing. All three of them hate. Listen, Trey Cunningham is out of this conversation right now. All right. Listen, you running around people. You running with people that run 12:7, 12:8. Now you feel me? We got to focus on the world champ, the world record holder, and the man of the year. All right.
DeVontae, I love Trey. I love Trey. I don't want to get that misunderstood, you know. But like right now, in this moment, right here, I'm looking at Jamal Britt, Cordell, and Jacoby Tharp. And Jacoby Tharp, I'm scared right now. I'm shivering in my boots, all right? My timbers are shimmered because Jacoby Tharp, the last time I saw Jacoby Tharp lose, no, I'm so serious. Like, y'all should be scared too. I don't know why y'all laughing. The last time I saw Jacoby Tharp lose a race, I didn't see him lose another race for a couple years. And then by the time he lost again, he has the world record. The man went on a crazy streak, just terrorizing anything in his path. And we should not be laughing because who knows?
No, your point's valid. I'm laughing at you.
Shiver me timbers.
Hey, my timbers are shivered, man. I'm telling you, because Jamal Britt is if it was a chill meet, I wouldn't be as afraid. But the problem is, right, Jamal Britt is an unstoppable force right now. And Jacoby Tharp is the unmovable object, or vice versa, one or the other, you know?
I want to ask you a question now.
Ask.
This is a loaded field, and you mentioned Cordell Tinge. Mm-hmm. Is this going to be his season breakout? The fastest he's gone this season is 13:07.
Oh, this will 100% be when Cordell finally snaps it together because he's real relaxed and composed. He's patient throughout the season. Or if we don't see it today, then you won't see it till World Ultimates.
Well, so that's my point. Like, I know Trey had a breakout run a few weeks ago, and then he dropped his 12:9. But that's also why I'm saying you can't count him out either. This is the year of the hurdles right now. And before this year, can we keep in mind that everybody was saying Grant Holloway was the standard? He was the gold standard, and now there are multiple people faster in running around what Grant Holloway's been running. So I think we can't count anybody out in this field. I don't think we can say that. I wouldn't be surprised if Cordell goes out and runs his own 12.89 or something.
Yeah.
I also wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't. But at the same time, like, I feel like it's just one of those races that it's just so wide open that rather than just focus on who's going to win, I want to look at the depth of the field as well. And I feel like, to your point, like you said, Jamal Barrett is run 12.86, but he may not have that much left in him. I'm sorry, but if you won 100 faster and go from 12.86 to 12.85, that's still huge.
That's exactly
like, we're talking about 12.8s right here, right? So I feel like we're going to see a couple more, just like at pre, when I felt like there were going to be a couple women over 7 meters, I feel like there are going to be a couple dudes who might push 12.9 and maybe even 2 at 12.8 or lower.
The average, if you take the average of the entire field, I'm pretty sure it's under 13. I think it's like 12.93-ish.
I'm not mad at that.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
You have no idea. Like, that's insane.
Let's move on to the women's 200. Guys, in case you guys didn't watch last week, Julian Alfred clocked the third fastest time ever.
Casual.
21:51, and it was a new meet record in the Diamond League in Monaco. Yeah, she was going crazy. And if you see this picture, typically when Julian Alfred runs, she crosses the line and she's very stoic, very poised. I have not seen this look on her face since she won the Olympic gold medal.
Yeah.
That is the last time I've seen her this expressive. And I am very excited to see what's to come. I'm very, very excited to see what is to come. You never see her with that expression. And I think that's what made me excited, because I'm like, ooh, she's back. She is so back. She never went away for real, but she was very disappointed after World Championships last year, after that 100, and then not being able to contest the 2. This is a new beast, and also now the third fastest woman all time over 200 meters.
Well, it's so crazy to say that, like you said, she's coming back. But I think, so you know how a lot of college athletes go pro and they have that rough rookie season. That's typically the norm. But in her terms, rough was a really fast year. She made it to all of the championship meets. She did amazing, you know. But this is her finally coming into her own as a pro, because that 2023 year, she won everything. Good grief. You know, she was dominating all over the place. And so I think now she's gotten out of her rough rookie years, which, you know, were by no means rough at all. Now she's finally blossoming. It's crazy. But another thing I want to shout out, sorry, I know we're talking about Julian, but Gabby Thomas, third in that race, right? Someone was, I know someone DM like, oh, look at Gabby Thomas, what's going on? She ran 21. She went 21.8.
Yeah, 21.8. What's going on?
That's what won the Olympics. She won the Olympics with 21.8. That's crazy.
Right.
And it got third place. I don't think I've ever seen that.
Right. Yeah, and to your point about Julian, I remember seeing her come across the line, like she exploded. I was like, whoa. And then I feel like it was an Athletes Lounge interview where she mentioned that, you know, she was just trying to chill on the curve and come back. She executed her race, and she was just, I don't think she expected to see that time come up on the board. And if that's Julian not expecting to see a time come off on the board, because she mentioned she does have a training partner now, so she has someone to compete with, what's going to happen in a couple of months' time where she's got more reps, more training sessions with the training partner, now knows how to come off that curve a little with more relaxation to finish strong as she always does? Like, third of all time?
Third of all time. And you know what? I'm not even surprised. But to your point, obviously there's other people in the field. We will have a rematch of Julian Alfred and Gabby Thomas in London, but also joining them will be Dina Asher-Smith, Anavia Battle, Amy Hunt, Shaunae Miller-Weibo, and Cambria Sturgis. I'm excited to see what Shaunae is going to do.
Yeah, I know that's going to be interesting too.
She has been running really well. She's already clocked 22.0 this season, and you know she kind of has that mommy strength of 2.
Yeah, that's the other X factor, which is another thing we can't even. Crazy. Crazy. Ford X fatherhood over here.
Yeah, man.
Love it. I love it. Let's move on to the men's 400-meter hurdles. This one's going to be fun. Who highlights the field? Karsten Warholm, the world record holder. Yep, he will be in it. But something to note is who will not be in it, actually, this time around is Alison Dos Santos, who's kind of been having his way this year. He has been having his way. Also in the field is Trevor Bassett, Caleb Dean, Nathaniel Ezekiel.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Wait.
Nathaniel Ezekiel. Yeah.
Who's in? Tell me. Run it one more time. Who's in the field?
Trevor Bassett, Caleb Dean, Nathaniel.
You can stop right there. Caleb Dean. Caleb Dean is running the 400 hurdles again? I had no clue. Oh, my goodness. Listen, Caleb Dean, I promise you guys, I know I have been saying this all year long. He's been running amazing. He's been running great.
Yes.
Listen, Nathaniel Ezekiel, Caleb Dean, that battle is going to be legendary. But Caleb Dean does not lose for long.
Wait,
He's
so
gonna
not
win.
the world record holder?
He's going to win. Caleb Dean's going to win.
So we
Not the Viking?
We gonna count out the Viking?
I love Carson. Carson might win, but it's a good chance he runs a
Sound
good
like
race.
you're counting him out.
I'm not counting him out, no.
Okay, Allison Dos Santos has been pushing Carson or beating Carson all year, but Carson's been not far off.
If it's not going to be Caleb Dean, then it'll be Carson. But I'm not gonna, it's anybody's race though, honestly. But I'm obviously gonna edge out a little. Even if I think Caleb might come in second or third by like 0.2, I'm gonna be biased to say Caleb Dean.
Okay.
But Nathaniel Ezekiel has transitioned amazing to be a pro. I'm very shocked honestly because you don't really see that a lot. But he's enjoying it. He's running really well. 47 already off rip, even though. You know, that's impressive. That's a crazy time.
Yeah.
And Trevor Bassett, who every time you start doubting Trevor Bassett, every time you're
This
like,
man just sneaks up out of talking
He's
about
sneaky.
a dark
Listen,
horse.
I be doubting
Talk
Trevor
about a
Bassett.
dark horse.
He's medaled at Worlds multiple times.
Yeah.
So, for sure, that Oregon medal was crazy.
Yeah.
I told myself, man, okay, he might have been a fluke. He might have had a couple year streak, but he might not be solidified.
No.
Yeah.
I apologize, Trevor Bassett. I really do apologize because that guy has consistently proven himself year after year. And every time I count him out, I'm like, look at him in the race. He comes back and ruins one of my takes and embarrasses me.
So why'd you count him out?
I'm not sure why, honestly.
Because you have
It's because
we have so many headliners in all these events, world record holders, multiple world champions. So all these different people who are top 3 and 4 in an event that when you see like 4th, 5th, 6th entry, you might forget that they're also world medalists in recent years. So it's easy to think that Trevor Bassett is not going to be in the running for the race win because you have a Karsten, you have a Caleb, you have a Nathaniel Ezekiel with all these points. But that's why I keep saying we're so spoiled because we like to only look at the top 3. And we also, a lot of times, especially because we're on an American show, we like to look at the American flags. But we forget there's other countries and other athletes that might not be in the top 3, 4, 5, 6 that might blow everything we say out the water and make us look silly.
Men's 400, let's move on. This field is also loaded. It doesn't have Colin in it, so I'm going to say this one's a wide open.
yes, thank God. They're sparing everybody else.
This man is like when Thanos said, I'm done here.
You know, I'm going to take a little break.
And I finally rest.
So, we got a few people up in here. We have Jareem Richards, Ja'Cory Patterson, Biapo Ndori, Caleb McRae, Matthew Hudson Smith, Ben Jeffries, Charles Dobson, Rye Benjamin, who we just named when we were talking about the 4 hurdles.
Yeah.
Rye's going to have a breakout soon. I don't know if he's going to be this race. Rye, 44-1 twice back-to-back.
Yeah, I think Rye is going to take I mean, every time we have these conversations, I keep going back to who I think is going to win. But let me not even go by who I think is going to win, but the why. You just stated 2/3 of my thesis. Rye is a slider, okay? And he has just opened up into doing these 400s. Even though we knew he was going to do all this throughout the whole year, he's only really started getting more 400s under his belt in the past month. I think with a guy like Rye and his coach, Joanna Hayes, they know what they're doing. Everything they do is meticulous and intentional. I think this might be the race, especially because we're only like now, if you look at it, we're like just a little bit over a cycle and a half. I don't know how they do their periodization, but getting really technical, they're only like a little bit more than a month and a half away from World Ultimates, or I guess about 2. But either way, the point I'm making is where this lines up in the full scheme of things. This could be either this race or the next one, where Rye just 43.8.
He has a 43 in him.
43.7.
He has 43.
Might just drop it, and that's why I think because he just lost to Colin. He just lost to Colin again. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think it's like, okay, you know what? It's my time now.
It's 2 names you mentioned out there though that I'm really gonna watch. Jareem Richards, all right. I don't know what he's capable of right now, but listen, if he gets out, I think he can hold on because there won't be a Colin coming to chase him down in the last 100, you know. But Matthew could also win. I'm gonna go with one of them, honestly.
Okay.
I'm going a close 3 finish, all right. Listen, I got a lot of.
I don't ask for top 3s. I ask who's your top. Like
Who's my top? Who's my top?
Well, who's coming first?
Who's coming first? Let me think. Maybe Matthew, you know? Actually, I might go with you. I don't know. Give me Rod Benjamin. He's American. I love Matthew, but give me Rod. He's American.
All right. Yeah.
He's so tough. Rod Benjamin's so tough.
Okay. But he is, though. I think with Rod, people, like, because he has been obviously primarily a 400 hurdler, I think they forget, like, he's a gamer for real. And he really, like when it comes to the sport of track and field, he has obviously 44 low runner. I think he has a 43 in him by the time the season ends. He's a sub 2,200 runner, and he's a 10-0. Pardon?
What you said, I was going to say he runs 19 seconds.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's a sub 20 200-meter runner, and he went 10-0 before.
Yeah.
He's fast. He's fast. He's strong. He's talented. So, it's like 43 or bust this season for him right now because he has that in him.
43 what? Because we know 43 is almost a given.
I think it's a 43.8 in him.
Yeah, I say 43.
I go 7. Yeah, I go 7.
Nah, he's definitely capable of doing it. He's not my pick to win, though. Not this race.
So who do you got to win?
Ja'Cory. He's already on 43 point this season.
Ja'Cory?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he's he's like a pure quarter miler. The men's 100. This one's also going to be very fun. A bit of a rematch also for Monaco with the addition of Ajayi. Yeah. Oblique Seville and Jordan Anthony will be running against each other again. They ran against each other last week in Monaco. Oblique Seville pulled out the win. Now, what I also want to talk about in terms of rematches of some sort, Ajayi beat Seville at the Prefontaine Classic.
Yeah.
And he has been smooth.
Can you say that?
Form.
Hey. Y'all know who you know how I got. I'm gonna be as biased as ever, and I'm also just say like he's just been on a real tear this year from NCAAs to stepping outdoors to stepping to pro. He knows how to win. Shout out to your picks last week. You said Oblique was gonna take it. He did. He ain't taking it this weekend.
Give me Ajayi. But listen, don't forget Jordan Anthony's in that race too, and Jordan Anthony is starting to get hot because Jordan Anthony does not like losing. And I've seen his post on Instagram. He's coming out for blood. That's going to be an amazing race. I cannot wait to watch that race right there. 2 of the fastest NCAA athletes of all time. 2 of the top sprinters in the country right now. I think they're going to go 1-2. 1, 2, 3 with Seville.
I'm still going to go with Seville.
Of course you are. You're Jamaican.
But I'm still going to
so biased.
But
the
also
Jamaican
Seville,
pick Jamaican.
Nigerian pick Nigerian. He won, and
I gotta pick Jordan then.
Okay.
No.
Let's all represent our country, all right? You're Jamaican, you got the Jamaican, you got the Nigerian, so I'll go with Jordan Anthony.
All right, sure. Let's do it. I like it. I like it. Why not?
Let's
do it.
And then somebody gotta come wearing the country winners clothes.
Oh, I got some clothes for y'all.
I'll get it for you guys.
I got some clothes. I got your size. I got options. I got top and bottoms. Let's go.
And I need you green, black, and gold, both of you.
It's good for you like green because you're gonna have green and white on.
I bleed red.
Hey,
literally.
Salah, go ahead and do what you do, baby. Bring it home for Nigeria.
Oblique, you know what to do. You know what to do. You know what to do.
You see how y'all gotta treat. Listen, me and Jordan don't gotta do all that talking, all right? We don't gotta do all that. You see how you gotta treat your boys on? Me and Jordan ain't gonna do all that, all right? Just run. There we go.
We'll see. Also in the field, guys, as we were saying, obviously Ajayi's in it, Jordan Anthony, Jeremiah Azu, Ramel Glaves, Zarnell Hughes, Oblique Seville, let's see Late Tobogo.
Okay, we did just glaze over the fact that, you have Zarnell Hughes on his own track. You know what I'm saying? Let's put some respect on the man. But I stand by what I said.
I said why. I got Zarnell's training partner, Oblique Seville, winning.
Right.
Okay.
Right. Fair enough. Shout out to the camp.
Picture in.
Guys, let's talk about what's hot. You said something. You're so annoying. You said something that was a perfect segue earlier this show, Olu, that this is the year of the hurdles. So I figured, let's do something fun. I love when we ask these questions. I want to know who is on everybody's hurdle Mount Rushmore and why.
Okay, I had to bring out my notes for this one.
Okay.
Shall I proceed?
No, you go first so I can go last.
Okay, because I know a lot of these might be repeated, so I want to make sure I get mine off my chest first. Okay, starting with the women, I'm going to have to say, let's just put it out there, Tobi Amusan, because she's the world record holder. We didn't think 12.0. If we were thinking world records when she ran that 12.0, which was still windy, fine, but we didn't think we would see 12.0 anything. 12.0. I thought we would have seen a 12.1, which we end up seeing as the official world record. So put that out there. Second, I would have to say Gail Devers. Need I say more? We look at all she did for the hurdles, but we also forget that she got 5th and 4th, I think, in 92 and 96 respectively, but then won the 100 in both of those and has world championships, and also, by the way, had a baby in the process. So Gail Devers. Next, I have to say Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone, because do I even have to go on? Do I have to explain? Do I have to explain?
I don't think so.
And then after my 4th pick for the women's side would have to be Dalilah Muhammad. And the reason why I put Dalilah up there is because she paved the way for what we see Sydney doing. She paved the way for what we see Femke doing. She paved the way for, she's still number 3 all time. And by the way, the top 6 times in the women's 400-meter hurdles all came in the past 5 years. Who knocked down that door first? Dalilah Muhammad.
Listen, I'll give you that. Not even growing up, but like, I did not realize how good Dalilah Muhammad was, because when I really started paying attention to the world level, getting out of like my world of track and field, I was like, man, Sydney McLaughlin is really that close. And then I started looking at the history. I'm like, man, oh my God, Dalilah Muhammad was destroying the world.
Yeah.
Y'all want to take your women's picks and we go back around for the men?
Well, I will be honest with you. I actually
I was going to together.
combined, so it was a very challenging.
I got more. I got more for y'all.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. You can do your
I was like,
extended
dang, he don't
one.
want
But I
none of the
think
guys?
DeVontae and I, we took the hard route, and it was just like our Mount Rushmores, period. Period. Men, women, period.
Excuse me,
You picked 4.
Okay, yeah.
Four.
Yeah,
If
go
that's the case, dang.
No, go
Yes,
ahead.
I mean, we could come back around and you could think.
All right, so I'm going to say, should I say my all 4 of my men? Or should, okay.
Say all 4 of your men.
Next, Edwin Moses.
Damn.
He was on my end.
Edwin Moses. If you haven't seen the documentary 13 Steps about featuring Edwin Moses, you need to watch it. I was fortunate to be able to see 2 screens of it in Paris and in Atlanta at Morehouse. Like, the man literally engineered how people run the 400-meter hurdles.
Yeah.
Literally,
Yeah.
and when I say literally, he was an engineer and literally engineered how the 400-meter hurdles work. Ran 122 races, didn't lose any of them to the 123rd. Then I'll have to go Grant Holloway, also from Virginia, but because, like I said earlier, he was the standard for so long, and now, just like everything else, the depth of track and field has risen so high, but you still can't forget that Grant Holloway was the guy everybody was chasing until basically this year. And Felix Sanchez, because Felix Sanchez, like, come on now.
Yeah.
04, and then 8 years later, come back for double up again, and then in that same breath, Angelo Taylor. 2000 Olympic champ, come back 2008 and do it. And he was overlooked at every single race this man stepped in. Shout out Angelo. I got love for you, man. I know him personally from years back, but like Angelo Taylor is one of the most inspirational figures that I have to put on that list.
I will go next. And again, as a reminder, me and DeVontae did the challenging route.
Yeah.
We only got 4 men, women, whatever. So yeah, I will start with Edwin Moses. I think that's the gold standard.
Yeah.
Him right there. 2-year point, 122 race winning streak, decades-long dominance. And when we talk about that 122, like, I had to write this note down. So he lost in 1977 in Berlin. That was his 4th ever defeat in the 4 hurdles. And the next week, Moses beat the same guy who beat him, Schmid, by 15 meters. By 15 meters. And after that, he did not lose a race for over 9 years. Just to really put that into perspective. To your point, Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone, she just completely redefined what's possible in the sport for women over the 400-meter hurdles. So I kept her short because I think that one goes without saying. Grant Holloway, in my opinion, is the greatest championship performer ever. Ever. With the sustained dominance that he also has. And then obviously we have Gail Devers. 3-time world champion. She is a 2-time Olympic champion, but it was over the flat 100. And for me, it's just for the fact that she dominated the hurdles for over 3 decades.
Yeah,
that is hard.
What?
Some people can't dominate the hurdles over like 3 months.
Yeah.
Because it's always just like people is coming about, the race is evolving. But she was able to kind of, in like LeBron James fashion, adapt to every different form of the sport and the times coming about, and with that sustained success for so long, just a consistency in major championships. So that's my Mount Rushmore.
Call me down. All right, boom. It's my turn? Y'all ready?
It's your turn.
All right. For what I'm about to say, I need y'all to be so open-minded and listen, all right? Not even open-minded, just hear me out, right? Because my words, they carry weight.
I want to hear DeVontae sticking out at my caveat at the end.
Listen, The aliens need one man to pick the greatest 4 hurdlers to ever live, and they're asking DeVontae Ford. This is my list. Number 1, Grant Holloway. I have never in my life, my entire time on track and field, watched Grant Holloway lose a 60 hurdle race. Fastest man ever, dominating the 110 hurdles, really insane. The only reason the man doesn't have the 110 hurdle world record is because of the spacing of the hurdles, and he's too fast for them. Boom, Grant Holloway, number 1. Number 2, Edwin Moses. That's obvious. If you know anything about 400 hurdles, as you mentioned, Edwin Moses is golden pick, pioneer for the sport, 13 steps, motivated me, inspired me a lot in my career. Boom. Number 3, Sydney McLaughlin, obviously, just a woman doing things that we didn't think was physically possible. Running times, you know how crazy it is to run a hurdle race and your time would have placed in the 400 Olympic final? All right?
How hard? It's unprecedented.
That's legendary, all right? And listen, for my last and final pick on my hurdle, Mount Rushmore, Caleb Dean. Listen, and let me tell you why. Y'all gonna call me crazy, right? But let's really think about it. Caleb Dean is the only man to ever win a D1 national title in a short hurdles and long hurdles. You know how insane that is to be the fastest man in the country? 7.5 over the 60 hurdles. He's won a Big 12 title in the 110 hurdles. 47.2 in the 400 hurdles, which is carrying his reasoning for being on the hurdle, Mount Rushmore, by the way. That 47.2, wildly impressive. Take this back about 5 years ago. Caleb Dean's the man and everything. But to do that, to be that versatile in both hurdles, to do that in the same year, not even separate years, 47.2 and 7.5 win a national title. And then come on, man, it's Caleb Dean. Like, let's be so for real, all right? It's Caleb Dean, and I will call up my whole Mount Rushmore right now, well, half of it right now, all right? That's it. That's all that needs to be said, all right?
Mind opened. Nia looks a little aghast over there, but, mind open. I'm not going to discredit anything you just said.
Think about it. That's wildly impressive.
No, it is.
It's not. Give me one 400 hurdler in the top 15, top 20 all time that can run the 110 hurdles as impressive. Give me one hurdler who can match Caleb Dean's level of impressiveness in both hurdles.
Who has or could?
Who could?
Rye.
I would say, yeah, Rye can.
Rye cannot match Caleb Dean.
You already had smoke with Rye about this with the workout.
Well, but has shown that they can do it. We're not talking about if and
but. You
just said could.
My bad. Okay, my bad.
Change the conversation.
No, listen, my bad. I'm sorry. I mean, just like that's proven that you can go look right now.
Who's
something that's tangible you can grab.
Okay.
Yeah, they can do this and this. Caleb Dean is the only one. Go ahead, say what you're thinking. I know who you're thinking of. Say it. Say it.
Actually, I wasn't going to answer your question.
Okay. All right.
I think my flabbers are gassed right now, guys. Because honestly speaking, I feel like your list discredits a lot of people. And I think your list also makes me question, do you value a NCAA title over a world title or an Olympic title?
Listen, it's not about the title. It's about the impressiveness of what he's doing in the skill. Because there's not a lot of people who can do both of those events like that. And I think I hold a lot of value, not even just the fact he has an NCAA title. The value is being able to do both hurdles like that because it's two totally different styles, two totally different events, all right? What Caleb Dean has done is comparable to Allison Felix being elite in the 200, 400, and the 100, Michael Johnson level. That's what that is. It's not just because he won an NCAA title. It's that he can come and do the 60 hurdles very impressively. It's that he can come and do the 110 hurdles impressively. It's that he can come and do the 400 hurdles and be one of the fastest men to ever live and touch this planet.
I think before I say what I'm saying, the disclaimer is, by saying what I'm saying, I'm not acknowledging that. He 100% is extremely impressive, which is why he is where he's at now. And I even think we revisit this conversation 5-6 years from now, it's going to be a very different conversation. Yes. I do think having him on Mount Rushmore is premature. But I think having him on and maybe the fact you only have one woman on there on your Mount Rushmore.
Well, I'm not going to not have Grant Holloway on there. I'm definitely not going to not have Edwin Moses.
No, of course I have Grant and Edwin on mine. But I think there's been so many hurdle greats on the women's side. That's redefined.
Everyone on my list, there's a high school athlete right now who can look at them and say, if you have a high school boy 400 hurdler, Edwin Moses is the first one to do this. I can do this. I should do this. I should take that. Mm-hmm. Grant Holloway, that's all you see right now. I've never seen this man lose a 60 hurdle race. All right, world record holding 60 hurdles, holds a lot of weight. Now, there are also the large number, well, not large, but the medium number of hurdlers who want to be elite. I want to go and be a dual hurdler. That is very big. That's what a lot of hurdlers want to do. Yeah. It's a very hard thing to be able to do, even at a mid-level. Even to make conference finals in both hurdles in college is a challenging thing to do. So Caleb Dean is there for all the hurdlers who are like, hey, I want to go do both hurdles. Because who else is there to look up to?
I would say, again, to Nia's point, I can't discredit any of your points, but I think it is premature. I don't think, for me, and it's your Mount Rushmore, but for me, Caleb couldn't be on my Mount Rushmore, not because any of the things you said aren't true, but because it's about longevity and titles and all the other things. And I think Caleb could, for what you just said, Caleb could have his own marble statue, so to speak, but not the Mount Rushmore carved into, like, that's like all-time undisputed. And I feel like if you give Caleb Dean some years, we could potentially be saying that's right up there. That's the same reason why.
At least not yet.
Yeah, and that's the same reason why, like, and this is no shade because we give Masai the love she deserves on the show, but that's also why I didn't put Masai Russell on mine from the women's side because same thing, not because she doesn't have the quality and talent, but like, it's been 2 to 3 years. Give her another 2 to 3 years, it could be a different story, you know what I'm saying? So I think for what you were just saying, it's like you have some really valid points. I just don't think it makes sense right now. We can agree to disagree.
I do get what y'all saying, though.
Yeah.
I actually do understand what y'all saying.
Yeah.
I agree to some extent, but
It's your list. It's your list. Okay, before we end off the show, just definitely want to give a huge congratulations from the Meetup crew to Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone. She has definitely, like, oh my gosh, her and Andre have had the baby. So cute. Very happy for her. And then also, Love Island update, guys. So it's finally over. It is finally over. Sincere Rhea has finished in 3rd place. Sincere and Melanie. So they are, they were finalists and they finished in 3rd place. There goes your boy.
oh my goodness, sincere. I told y'all, listen, I told you my boy was not going on the show to play. He's finally free. Oh my, he's free. Sincere's free. Listen, I do want to make a couple quick announcements, though, all right? Actually, I won't make any announcements. I'm so happy Sincere's free, though. That's my boy. I cannot wait to hop on the phone with him. Listen, I don't care what nobody got to say about him, all right? Listen, hey.
You know I didn't watch it, so y'all could just put it up. Tell me what happened. I'm going to sit here and act like I know.
Yeah, no comment. But
I love him. Listen, I stand by Sincere, all right? I stand by him because at the end of the day, Sincere was played with. But listen, we're all human beings. We all make mistakes, you know.
he was played with?
Yeah, we'll
Now,
talk
I
about
don't
that
watch
later,
the show, but I do know about Sincere. And that says a lot.
But listen. No, hear me out. We all make mistakes, and it's like in life.
Sincerely made a lot. Sincere made a lot. Sincere made mistakes.
I've seen a lot of worse things in my life.
You know what they say is like, how many times is a mistake?
No, I gotta show you some stuff.
Before it becomes.
I gotta show you some. But listen, I say this all to say, but like, look, we can judge, we can say what we want to say, but it's like there are a lot of people who are worse in the world for starters, but two, you're watching reality TV. Mm-hmm. At the end of the day, it's TV, it's a show. You never know what's going on, what's being manipulated, how things are being changed up. It's a show, it's entertainment, it's meant to entertain. Mm-hmm. And if everybody got on that show and was mature and found love instantly, then nobody would be watching because it's not entertaining. Drama sells. And so we should probably take a step back, really think and consider before we judge a person off what they did on reality TV. He might have lied a couple of times, but listen, if anyone that's talking about my boy can come to me right now and tell me they've never lied to a woman, to a man, they've never done anything wrong, then I will personally hear you out, let you talk all you want. But I guarantee there's not a single person. If your mistakes were shown to the whole world, to millions of the world, you'd be in the same position. All right, you got away with it. It's just your life isn't put on reality TV. And that's all I got to say, all right? So to all the brands, to every brand that's posting about my boy, stand down before I use my platform. That's it. Roll my clips out.
All right. I'll say this. I was entertained this season. And Sincere was a part of my entertainment. Love that. So on that note, that was episode 61 of The Meetup, everybody. We are here each and every Tuesday, and we will see you guys next week.
Peace.
Bye-bye.